Greenwashing, Part 1. In this audio session, I'll share what I've learned about greenwashing that's relevant to the candle and fragrance industry. From ancient rituals to modern self-care, candles and fragrances are woven into human culture, markers of celebration, comfort, healing, and memory. Few industries are as intertwined with our senses and cloaked in mystery and secrets. At the heart of both the candle and fragrance industries lies a fierce protection of intellectual property. Companies pour enormous resources into developing and protecting unique formulas. This means the true composition of scented candles often remains a mystery. U.S. laws allow manufacturers to withhold certain ingredients from public disclosure via patents and the legal armor of terms like trade secrets and proprietary blends. Initially intended to prevent direct copying, unscrupulous fragrance manufacturers now use these legal loopholes to avoid responsibility for consumer safety and environmental impact. The Federal Trade Commission has green guidelines, but for candles and fragrances, they're voluntary. The FDA does not require cosmetic, personal care, or candle manufacturers to list specific fragrance ingredients. The Consumer Product Safety Commission provides minimal oversight. While many manufacturers have made an earnest attempt to become greener, the majority use marketing to mislead consumers and divert attention away from the environmental, wildlife, bee, pet, and human harm they may be causing. The term greenwashing. In 1983, I was living in Fiji when environmental research student Jay Westervelt stopped to surf on a small Fijian island. He noticed a postcard in the hotel encouraging guests to reuse towels to reduce ecological reef damage. He coined the term greenwashing to describe the deceptive marketing practice to exaggerate or fabricate environmental efforts. Today, in the natural food industry and beyond, hundreds of brands use advertising, labeling, or public relations to appear green or sustainable without making significant efforts to benefit the environment. Soy candles, for example, are often marketed as the pinnacle of sustainability because they are made from plant-based wax. The truth is far more nuanced. While soy wax is renewable, large-scale soybean farming, particularly in the U.S., contributes to deforestation and pesticide use. In the United States, virtually all soy wax is GMO and sourced from huge commercial farms owned by Cargill. Because soy wax is too soft to make candles, it always contains other waxes and additives. What begins as a small soybean is then sprayed with pesticides, soaked in hexane, deodorized, and decolored. This synthetic soy material requires Vybar, a plastic polymer, to reduce separation, ceric acid to harden the wax, and UV inhibitors so the color doesn't fade. Cargill, described by environmental group Mighty Earth as the worst company in the world, is the sole U.S. source of soy wax. Supporting them or similar South American company AAK is something we will never do. By contrast, Aloha Bay blends 4 types of steam-distilled palm tree oils. Our steam-distilled essential oil wax is completely compatible with the highest fragrance loads of pure essential scents, without any additives. All that's required is a master candle maker. Beeswax candles are praised for being natural, biodegradable, clean, and long-burning, and they can be. Aloha Bay hand pours one size of beeswax pillars, votives, tea lights, and tapers because our sister factory can source beeswax locally. Beeswax candles, however, are not always green. Greenwashing statements may fail to address whether the beeswax was ethically harvested or if its production harmed pollinator ecosystems. Bees pollinate dozens of food crops we depend on, and colony collapse can be caused by stressing the bees, moving their hives, and introducing pesticides. Worse, some candle makers claim their blend of paraffin, palm, and other waxes as beeswax because it's acceptable industry practice to label a candle as beeswax if it contains at least 51% beeswax. One national beeswax candle line claims on its website that they seek the purest and most local sources of ingredients available. But that's not the same as saying, we guarantee we only use 100% beeswax. If you search for them on Import Genius, you'll see they source beeswax globally through a New York blender, as well as directly from China, a country, like Malaysia, that is not a trusted source of pure ingredients. This company makes good candles, so why the need to greenwash? Another claim to watch out for with beeswax candles: they do not purify the air to prevent allergies. The focus on lead-free wicks is a form of greenwashing the National Candle Association has used to distract consumers from other safety concerns, like black soot. I know of no U.S. candle manufacturer that still uses lead wicks. What is important to look for is untreated wicks, ones not treated with chemicals or coatings. Eco 10 wicks, for example, are colorless, cotton flat braided wicks with paper filament throughout, providing increased rigidity and strength. Their self-trimming, clean-burning characteristics minimize mushrooming, soot, and smoke. In Part 2, we'll get into details to help you detect companies that are telling you what they think will get you to buy the product, but are leaving out the information of what's not safe for you, your pets, or the planet.